Everyone, and welcome back to another speed building video. This one's a bit different. I actually used a sort of a some building inspiration. Anyway, I had a oh my gosh, outline, no, floor plan that I was kind of working with. Don't stick to it exactly, but you know, pretty well. I mean, taking real life floor plans and putting them into The Sims can be difficult because you're limited and you know that kind of thing. But I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. I really love wraparound porches, so that was basically what I wanted to go with for this build. So that was the big focus really for me. That's why I chose this house. It's a nice big family home with a wraparound couch. This is me trying to sort out the roofing, which was interesting. I will just say that much. It was certainly interesting. I don't know why I am doing it so strangely, but I eventually figured out how I want the roofing to be. It doesn't match exactly with the house that I was, using for inspiration, but I'm pretty happy with it in the end. The roofing could have been better, but again, Sims, you're kind of limited. Though I'm sure there are people out there who are Sims builders who could have done amazing things with the roof. So whatever. I guess it's my fault. Um, no, not entirely. It's just roofing is hard, and I'm still learning it. But I think I have improved. But yeah, this is basically what it was. The house that I was using for inspiration was like entirely white, and I was just like, yeah, it looks cool, but I don't really dig that. So did I just say dig? I'm not. Oh well. So it's white. It is a lot of white, but there's also black accents. But yeah, putting in some columns because they don't fit perfectly in perfect right where they should be. So I could have used move objects on and put them on the half squares, but you know what? Suck it. I'm the Alt key. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but maybe. But yeah, so I used the white and black windows. I really like the ones that came with Parenthood, so I used them mostly. And then I had to eventually I used move objects on to add that window where I wanted to do. So upstairs there's 2 bedrooms. Half is a bathroom, so one is just toilet, and one is like the rest of the bathroom, like the bath shower. And then downstairs there's 2 bedrooms. One's a bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. The other one isn't. They both have walk-in wardrobes, the downstairs bedrooms, and there is another bathroom downstairs as well. Also downstairs is the living area, which is all open at a living space. There is that wall there, sort of closing between the kitchen area and the dining area, which you'll see soon. I went with a lot, like I said, a lot of black and white. The kitchen, I was like mostly black and white, and then I was like, oh no, I need some colour in here, so there's some red accents in there as well eventually. But I decided it's like a modern kitchen, so even though the outside of the house isn't that modern, it's more of a traditional wraparound porch thing. I thought, maybe this is a house that a family bought. They have some money because it's a pretty big house, 4 bedrooms and stuff, and they decided to renovate it. So the outside is like, yeah, but they've renovated the inside a bit, so the kitchen's very modern, or quite modern. The wallpaper is the stuff from Parenthood because they're cool, okay? Maybe it's not modern, but it's cool and it works. It worked with what I wanted. But like I said, red thing. Then I was considering what columns. I went back to what I was originally going with, and then I'm still fiddling with roofs. It took me a while to be happy with the roofing, and then I was just putting in those extra floors, and I was like, nah, that's not needed, and you have to redo the roof, and it's just unnecessary and annoying. And so I eventually went with that black roof tile and then white trim. So, the whole white and black. I don't know, it just looks good, okay? Yeah, and then some stairs. But yeah, I'm very happy with how the kitchen turned out, actually. Like I said, you know, there's the black and white, but there's the red accent pieces, those red cupboards, the red things. It's just really good. I'm actually quite happy with how the dining room turned out for a while, but you don't see it in its full form for quite some time because I keep going back to it because it never seemed quite right. That table stays, you know, those chairs stay, but I mean, yeah, it does change, very much change the look of it at a later point. I don't go back to the kitchen really, just to add some decor items, and that's about it. And also, I think change the flooring there. Not like completely, but like between the kitchen and the living area. Uh, 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 yeah, I just sort of a diagonal flooring there to make it, because it just seemed a bit odd. And then of course I use those nice big lights in the areas that come down, like the, I don't know what I'm saying. And you know, trying to decide on a door was difficult because it was like, okay, this is the medium sized walls, so I could use the medium sized doors. The small doors just looked dwarfed, so to choose another door. But you know, that's alright. And then going into the living space, they ended up quite blue. So yeah, I don't know why. I could have done red, but I was like, nah, too much red, let's go blue. I don't know, I just decided it, okay? It's just what I decided. Again, a lot of them are modern sort of stuff, modern furniture, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, the couches are kind of just couches, really. But yeah, and then I really like that rug. I haven't had a chance. I don't. Yeah, I just like the pattern on it. It's really cool. And then I believe I'm going into. Oh yeah, no, I'm going into the bathrooms. Very boring. I mean, the bathrooms are like kind of not great. It could definitely be changed and renovated. But you know, that's what they are. So that's what they are. You know, but yeah, I'm just going through, and that bathroom was far too long. I was at that point going by the floor plan, and like I said, it's just real life to Sims doesn't quite match up. So yeah, I did change it a bit, but that's alright. So now we're going into my second session of building. So overall, before I shorten this down, it was like 2.5 hour build, maybe 3 hour build, but that was over a few days basically, so it's not like it was like all at once. I had 3 different sessions of building basically. And here I'm doing the bedrooms. It took a while to get this bedroom together, and oh my gosh, I hate that goddamn thing that makes it go way off in the end. I always forget what cam's supposed to push so it stays in place. But yeah, I was going to put like a TV living space in there, but then I did put up a TV, but I didn't put like a kitchen. Kitchen? You don't have a kitchen in a bedroom. I didn't put in like a kitchen living space. And then I put in the paneling for bowling stuff because I just love it. I don't know why, it's just, I just love it. And it fit well. I don't know, it just worked really well. Quite like that. That chair's cool. It's a good accent chair. Just, you know, changing some stuff around a bit. Those banners I used, they were because they matched in. Then I decided this one would use luxury, you know, vintage glamour stuff. Because I like using vintage glamour stuff. So the bedroom is attached to the ensuite. I imagine that is the master bedroom. The parents, this one would be like a teenager or maybe young adult who still has the parents who like is really into the older classic movies and like that kind of thing. I have a cousin who's into all of that vintage stuff, and also you know, the older movies and musicals and that kind of stuff. In fact, she's in Australia now, trying to after doing like going to performance school basically. So yeah. Anyway, tangent. So that was the kind of person I was picturing, someone like that who likes that kind of older movies, older look, vintage, that kind of stuff. I love the vintage glamour stuff pack. It came, and then yeah, it was what I wanted. Anyway, now we're going to toddler's room. Went with the yellow orange theme because I was like, who cares? It could be any gender, whatever. And not to say any colour means any gender. Oh my gosh, I need to stop saying that every single time I do a video that involves a kid's bedroom or a toddler's bedroom. Anyway, yellow orange theme because I haven't actually really done that before, and I quite like how it turned out. It's nice and bright. And I like it. And then a kid's bedroom that's sort of like a red theme. So there's a lot of red in this room. On the end, the rooms are actually big, like not like too really really big, but like 6 by 6 room is quite big when you put in a single bed. However, like I don't have a family for this game. Like I imagine, because what I often do is if I have a house and I have a family, the bedrooms often end up being like the space where they do have all these skilling objects. So bigger bedrooms work there, and then I put in that half wall and then a column there just to sort of separate the kitchen a little bit more. And yeah, like I said, I quite like how they worked out. And yeah, I think at some point. Oh, okay. At some point, I should be separating the dining area because I didn't like. I don't know. It just didn't seem right how it was like that, and it was so light and yeah. But I just put an ottoman in that room. Yeah. And that one. And spa pool because I don't do those often. Hot tub, I mean, for those who don't call it a spa pool. And then I figured I'd put in the foosball because, like, something had to go there, and maybe it was like a family activity that they do, foosball. It's just such an open foyer area, and it was kind of bugging me. So it's still an open foyer area. Foyer. What? But yeah. Kind of bugs me how through the walls you can see the roof trims, but there wasn't really much I could do about that. I mean, if I'd like done the roofs better, maybe, but I could see them coming through if I did them right across the whole way, but I don't know if you know what I mean. But yeah, and then some curtains. Each room got curtains that really actually ended up fitting well, which is surprising because often for me I find curtains quite difficult because they don't match well. So the fact that I managed to get curtains for every bedroom is impressive, and the fact that I like matching them for at least 3 of them. I can't remember the master bedroom now. I think I was content rather than actually really happy with it. Yeah. Yeah, putting in a few decor items. When do I change up the dining room? It should be soon. As you can probably see, I have some custom content items in there that I skip over. For houses that I'm planning on sharing, I don't use custom content generally unless it's a very specific look I'm going for. I do use a custom content in like other houses, other saves, other games, but for houses I'm planning on sharing and uploading with you guys, I don't, just because then I have to find everything that I've used the custom content for, and I usually use the same people. I have to go link it and everything, and then it's harder to find on the gallery and that kind of thing. Just yeah. Seriously, when am I changing the dining room? I remember changing it. It should be in here. That whole wall of that bathroom is just like blank. Oh well. I don't decorate bathrooms much, to be honest. Now, yes. So I put in those dividers just to separate it a bit, and then I believe I changed the wallpaper. some dark siding. Just doing it now. I was going to go with the light one, but then I was like, no, the dark one just looked really good. And then those I did change those table and chairs. It's still the same table and chairs, just red. Because like I see with red accents, except just a bit more than an accent. That red on one side, blue on the other in the living area. It's quite different. But yeah, it works, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe one of the people were like, I want red, and the other person was like, I want blue, and it was like, okay, you can have the kitchen dining area, I'll have the living area. Alright, that works, we'll do that. Yeah. Compromise. It's the best way to make any marriage or a relationship work. I don't know, maybe. And here, I'm just putting in some decor items and stuff, and then I should be soon going to do the outside. I didn't do a lot of landscaping. I added a hedge to close off that sort of part of the thing, and then I put in some paths and some more hedges, basically. That was my landscaping. But you know, it is what it is. I'm putting in some lights so they're not in blindness. They're not in the dark when they are when it's at night and they're outside. Like I said, the hedges. I put in a tree. Oh, and then I finally put in the spandrels because I'd wanted them the whole time and I just completely forgot doing it. And then that extra one that came out when there wasn't a column or a roof was just kind of like, ugh. But yeah, spandrels down. And then more hedges because just hedges, okay, just hedges. It's a reason. Do not envy the person that has to trim them. Easel there because it seemed like a nice creative space. There is an easel in like every single one of my builds ever, I swear to God. And then a nice little seating area there with a patio table. It's just a really cute little area. I was looking at what else I could put in the yard. I ended up putting a basketball hoop. Seems like a thing to do. If it's a family, if they lose the ball, then they lose the ball, whatever. A bird bath because that's nice and cute, and a bird house, nice and cute. I don't know that there's much. Oh yeah, and then I think I added in some flower bushes basically along here just to line up to the sides to the path. It's just a little bit of landscaping, but not much. And then I put in some dirt just to make it look a bit more lifelike, not lifelike, realistic. Yeah. Barbecue. I don't think I added much more in here. Maybe a few decor items. The hose, because it just, yeah, you have to. I mean, yeah, okay, you don't actually use the hose, but it's a thing that houses have, so add it. And then I did look for some specific items that I just couldn't find looking through it regularly, so yeah, I had to specify a bit. Yeah. And now we're going into the pictures. So this house will be available on the gallery. I'll have a link down below, but you can also find it. My user ID is JennyMalfoy22. But that is all for this time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!